Coming up, a high school student has been apprehended for bringing a gun to school.
And the Lowndes County Board of Education spent millions more than it did last year.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Camille Ralston.
And I'm Stephen Rubin. Students at a South Georgia high school got a scare this morning when one of their classmates was found to be carrying a weapon. A Cook County high school student was arrested this morning for carrying a gun on campus. The Cook County Sheriff's Office arrested the student early this morning. The school was not put on lockdown. However, students were kept in their classrooms. Deputies say an investigation into the incident is still underway.
A controversy is erupting over the rezoning for a new apartment complex. Jessica Paget has more.
The proposal for a new apartment complex in the Alden Park area has sparked some controversy among locals. Homeowners, residents, and those interested in the apartment complex met at the City Hall to discuss the future of the proposal and what it could mean for the area. A large crowd gathered to discuss the proposal, which would change the Alden Park area from a single-family zone to a multi-family zone, which was requested by Turner Brooks LLC, the company interested in building the apartment complex on the property. One of the primary reasons some people are in favor of the apartment complexes is that it could provide additional housing for Valdosta State University students.
There are plenty of apartment complexes around that we don't even need a new one. If they did really need to put a new one, they could put it anywhere else, but leave historical grounds there. They're there for a reason.
Building the apartment complex would require that several homes in the area be demolished. Protesters worry that these homes have historical value and should be preserved.
It did not seem to me that the information that I brought to the council had very much impact on the decision.
I think City Council made the right decision tonight. A lot of emotion, I understand that, and a lot of opposition, I understand that too, but when boiled down to the facts of land use, they made the right decision.
After hearing deliberation from both sides of the issue, the City Council voted with a passing vote of 5-2. For News Valdosta, I'm Jessica Paget.
The Lowndes County Board of Education spent $2.3 million more than it took in last year. That's the report Schools Finance Director Bill Carson delivered on Monday. Both the general and athletic funds were reviewed by the board. The $2.3 million overrun came from the combined overspending in both funds. At Monday's meeting, the school board also declared some non-functional equipment to be surplus equipment. That equipment will soon be sent to Atlanta for recycling.
Georgia ranks 5th in the nation's uninsured population. While the number of uninsured patients is rising, this is taking a toll on South Georgia Medical Center. Laura Love of SGMC spoke to the Chamber of Commerce last Thursday about the effects of the number of uninsured patients. According to Love, 60% of SGMC's patients are on Medicaid or Medicare, and only 17% are insured, while 13% are uninsured. SGMC has reimbursed only 85% of the cost for Medicaid and Medicare. For every patient treated, Love said 15 cents is lost for every dollar billed.
Shortly after 11:30 Monday morning, the Lowndes County Fire Department responded to a report of an RV engulfed in flames. Valdosta Fire Department quickly responded to a call for assistance by Lowndes County Fire Department. Fire officials say the flames were extinguished within minutes and there were no reports of injuries. However, the RV was completely destroyed.
There may be traffic issues this week as the city of Valdosta renovates its main sewer lines. The city streets are on Linda, Howellbrook, and Roosevelt Drives. No roads are supposed to be closed. The rehabilitation will use new technology as part of the improvement program for the sanitary sewer systems. This new development will take approximately 30 days to complete. Traffic lights will be updated to reflect expected traffic conditions, but as always, drivers are urged to drive with caution.
Democratic U.S. Senate hopeful Michelle Nunn has seen a surge in points over the last 3 weeks. Surveys of 800 Georgia residents project an increase of 6 percentage points. She still entrails Republican nominee David Perdue, even with this jump in points. Researchers say women are the likely reason for her boost in the polls, citing that women now favor Nunn by 12 points rather than just the 2 points. In August, Nunn also saw a gain from moderates who supported her by 19 points in August, but now support at 28 points. Currently, Perdue leads Nunn 47% to 41%.
When we come back, students with the Hope Scholarship can get even more financial assistance.
And the Albany Humane Society hosts its first Artists for Animals fundraiser. Stay with us.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Additional financial assistance is now available to eligible students who have the Hope Scholarship. The Strategic Industries Workforce Development Grant is a financial award set to help students in a number of different programs. Some of the degree programs that are eligible include practical nursing, commercial truck driving, and early childhood education and care, among others. In order for a student to be eligible, he or she must be enrolled in an eligible program and earned Hope in the same term. The award is at a fixed amount depending on the number of hours enrolled. For more information on these programs and award amounts, you can visit their website.
Good news for Georgia residents who receive food stamps. A new study reports that the massive cuts that the program endured this year will only affect 4 states. Georgia is not one of them. The states who will see a decline in assistance are Michigan, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and New Hampshire. Early this year, President Obama signed a bill that eliminated a provision allowing low-income families to receive more food aid if they were also a part of the federal heating assistance program. Reports say that the states were giving some people as little as $1 a year in heating assistance just so they could get more food aid.
The state of Georgia may be looking to tighten standards on tasing. The call for statewide standards comes after the death of a Metro Atlanta man. The man was reportedly stunned several times while handcuffed. Captain Chris Prokesh of the Leesburg Police Department reminded his officers that tasers should never be used as punishment and should be used as a deterrent.
Volunteering is not the only way in which you can help make Valdosta sparkle. You can also do so in your home and place of business at any time. Some practical ways are recycling or donating your electronics, using rechargeable batteries, conserving paper, and reusing products. And by doing so, you are doing your part in helping the environment.
The National Council of Negro Women, or NCNW, is launching a tutoring program aimed at elementary school children who may be struggling with reading, math, and writing. Valdosta City Schools and volunteers donated desks, chairs, and other resources. The grand opening of the tutorial program will be October 20th, and services will be offered weekly Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m.
The Albany Humane Society hosted its first Artists for Animals this weekend. The event raised funding for the animal shelter. People donated items such as artwork, jewelry, dog beds, and more to be auctioned off. Organizers say the event was such a success that they hope to make this an annual event.
Georgia women typically get pap smears to test for strands of HPV that could lead to cervical cancer, but a urine test may soon be enough. The human papillomavirus is so common that nearly all sexually active men and women get it at some point in their lives, according to the CDC. A new meta-analysis posted in the BMJ suggests the possibility of identifying HPV DNA sequences, and urine tests were a tough competition for the pap smear. More research is needed to confirm the usefulness of the test.
Vendor and information booth applications are now being accepted for the annual Skillet Festival in Quitman. The Skillet Festival is hosted by Destination Brooks each year as part of the Quitman-Brooks County Tourism Project. This year's festival is scheduled for October 18th with events planned such as an 8K run and fun run, a cooking competition, and a skillet throwing contest, among others. Vendor applications are due by October 4th.
When we come back, Tashelle Williams has the look at the weather for us.
So don't go away.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tough. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Tashelle Williams. Tashelle, are we looking for more heavy rains?
Thanks, Camille. You can finally put away your umbrellas. It seems as though the rain has gone away. Today, you have been experiencing a beautiful, mostly sunny day with a temperature reaching 90 degrees and a humidity of 94%. Tonight will remain clear of rain and will be mostly cloudy with a low of 67 degrees. Perfect weather for a night on the town or a little stroll with your family. This beautiful weather is not going away anytime soon. Tomorrow's forecast will also be mostly sunny with a high of 92 degrees and a low of 66 degrees. The UV index reads 9 out of 12 today, which is considered to be medium high, so make sure to protect your skin of the sun's harmful rays. The pollen count today is also medium high. If you have allergies, make sure to take your medicine to ensure your health. That's all I have today for weather. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Tashelle.
After the break, Zach Saxon joins us with local sports. We'll be right back.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
This is Howard Chu, music director of your Valdosta Symphony Orchestra. Join us in celebrating the VSO's 25th anniversary with an exciting season featuring world-renowned soloists and South Georgia's own VSO. Experience the power of music live in Valdosta. For more information, call 229-333-2150 or find us at valdostasymphony.org.
Welcome back.
Now let's go to Zach Saxon for our local sports report. Zach?
Thanks, guys. It took all of fall camp for Jake Medlock to win the starting position as Valdosta State's quarterback. The senior transfer from Florida International played just 2 games to be named the Gulf South Conference Offensive Player of the Week. He was honored Monday following his performance in Valdosta State's win against Winston-Salem this past Saturday in leading the Blazers to a win of the rematch of the 2012 Division II championship game. He threw for 162 yards and was able to complete this while also rushing for 76 yards and scored a touchdown on 14 carries. Medlock serves as also for the punter for VSU and averages 47.9 yards per kick on 7 punts. The punt was also the 8th longest in league history. That performance was capped off by a school record 75-yard punt, and it is clear to see how essential Jake Medlock is to the team and what great things we can expect from him in the near future. Also in other news, Larry Dean is back in the NFL. The former Valdosta State great signed with the Buffalo Bills this past Tuesday, putting Dean back in the league after he was cut from the Minnesota Vikings. Dean, who was a star at Tift County prior to being a Valdosta State Blazer, entered the league as an undrafted free agent in 2011. The 6', 227-pound linebacker played in 48 games in his 3 seasons with the Vikings, playing primarily on special teams. This past season, he was second on the Vikings team with 18 special teams tackles and overall with 27 tackles in his NFL career. Larry Dean is an inspiration to students at Valdosta State University as he continues to excel in his football career. Continuing college football, Clemson has not forgotten the debacle that took place last year against Florida State on its home turf. The Tigers were ranked number 3 in the nation, coming in to play the number 5 Seminoles into Death Valley, where Clemson had its worst home loss since the series began in 1970. Florida State used the 51-14 drubbing as a launching pad to its national championship, while the Tigers sat in humiliation. The teams meet again this Saturday night, and this time it'll be in Tallahassee. Both, however, are in different positions. Florida State was the preseason number 1 and was held onto the top ranking. However, things haven't been the same this year for Clemson. The Seminoles are 2-0, but haven't proven themselves the same unstoppable force as they were last season. Focus and determination. Those are 2 things that Lowndes County High School isn't lacking this year. The week is winding down. The team is not forgetting about the homecoming festivities while still concentrating on the game this Friday night. The Vikettes are playing against Newton County, and this team yearned for a second chance at this game since their loss last season. The devastating game in which Newton won 15-14 with the final play of the game, the coach states that the team is well prepared and anxiously waiting for the opposition. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Zach. When we come back, we'll tell you how you can help out families in a cinematic way.
And find out which organization is celebrating its silver anniversary. Stay with us.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
My dad's one of the producers here tonight.
Bring this sweet.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The Georgia Theater Company is set to raise money for those affected by 9/11. This Sunday, the Georgia Theater Company will hold its annual Cinema for Cause fundraiser at Valdosta Stadium Cinemas on 1680 Bay Tree Road. All of the theater's proceeds will go to the Greater Valdosta United Way. The idea started 13 years ago when movie theaters across the country, including Georgia, raised more than $5 million to help the victims and families affected by the 9/11 attacks. Tickets are on sale now until Sunday, September 21st.
The Valdosta Symphony Orchestra is celebrating its 25th anniversary season next week. The public is invited to attend a gala concert featuring Rachel Barton Pine performing Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto. The event is scheduled for next Saturday, September 27th at 8 p.m. in VSU's Whitehead Auditorium.
That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Stephen Rubin.
And I'm Camille Ralston. We'll see you again tomorrow.